Claude versus ChatGPT. Which AI should you actually use? Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that the people getting promoted faster, learning skills quicker, building side businesses and saving hours every week aren't necessarily smarter than everyone else. They're simply using better tools. And right now, one of the most important tools on the planet is artificial intelligence. But here's the problem. There isn't just one AI anymore. Today, millions of people rely on ChatGPT and Claude to write content, solve problems, learn new skills, generate ideas, build businesses, and even make important decisions. Both are powerful, both are intelligent, both claim to help you become more productive. But if you could only choose one, which one would actually make your life easier? That's exactly what we're going to find out. In this video, I'm putting ChatGPT and Claude through a series of real-world challenges designed to test what actually matters. Reasoning, mathematics, coding, creativity, image analysis, teaching ability, content creation, problem solving, and overall usefulness. No sponsorships, no hype, no fanboy arguments, just results. And trust me, one of these AIs consistently surprised me throughout the entire experiment. So stay until the end, because the winner may not be who you expect. Let's begin. Round 1. The reasoning test. Anyone can answer easy questions, but reasoning is different. Reasoning reveals how an AI thinks, how it handles logic, and whether it can recognize hidden patterns inside a problem. So I gave both A is the exact same challenge. A farmer has 17 sheep. All but 9 die. How many sheep are left? At first glance, it sounds simple, but this question tricks a lot of people. ChatGPT correctly explained that all but 9 die means all except 9 die, so 9 sheep remain alive. Claude took an even more direct approach. It simply answered 9. All but 9 die means 9 survive. Both models got the answer correct. Both recognized the trick instantly. So round 1 ends in a tie, but things were about to get more interesting. Because logic is one thing, solving actual problems is another. Round 2, the math test. I gave both AIs a quadratic equation. X squared minus 5. X plus 6 equals 0. ChatGPT walked through the solution step by step. It factored the equation, set each factor equal to 0, and arrived at the correct answer. X equals 2, and X equals 3. Claude solved it correctly as well. But once again, Claude chose speed over explanation. It factored the equation and immediately presented the answer. Both were correct. The difference came down to style. ChatGPT felt more like a teacher. Claude felt more like an expert who gets straight to the point. Another tie. But now it was time for a challenge that separates good AI from great AI. Coding. Round 3. The coding challenge. I asked both models to create a complete Python snake game. At first, ChatGPT looked incredibly impressive. It generated a huge amount of code. The structure looked organized. The logic appeared solid. Everything seemed professional until I tried to run it. The game didn't work. Now, to be fair, generating code is difficult. Even experienced programmers make mistakes. But at the end of the day, code only matters if it actually runs. Then came Claude. Claude generated a solution, and when tested, the game actually worked. And this was the first major turning point of the competition. Because for developers, creators, execution matters more than appearance. A beautiful answer means very entrepreneurs and builders little if the final result fails. Round 3 goes to Claude, and Claude was starting to build momentum. Round 4, the creativity test. Next, I challenged both AIs to write a short story where the villain becomes the hero in the final moments. ChatGPT told the story of Lord Varric, a feared ruler who sacrificed his fortune, power, and ultimately his life to save the kingdom from a devastating plague. It was dramatic, it was emotional, and it delivered exactly what the prompt asked for. Claude took a different route. Its villain spent years spreading fear and destruction before risking everything to save a trapped child buried beneath rubble. The story felt personal, human, and surprisingly emotional. Both stories were excellent, but Claude's ending carried slightly more emotional weight. A narrow win for Claude. At this point, Claude was beginning to pull ahead, but the next challenge would test something completely different. Round 5. The image analysis test. I uploaded the same image to both AI's ChatGPT, carefully described exactly what it could see. A section of roofing, blue sky, no visible people or animals, and importantly, it avoided making assumptions. Claude took a more investigative approach. It noticed potential irregularities along the roof edge. It suggested possible sagging or installation issues. It analysed details that ChatGPT chose not to speculate about. Now, caution has value. But in terms of useful analysis, Claude delivered more insight. Another point for Claude. And now, the gap was becoming noticeable. Round 6. The teaching test. I asked both AIs to explain gravity to a 10-year-old child. ChatGPT gave a simple, beginner-friendly explanation using everyday examples. It was easy to understand and educational. Claude took a more storytelling approach. Instead of simply defining gravity, it painted a picture. Why things fall, why we stay grounded, how gravity keeps planets moving through space. Both explanations were strong, but Claude's version felt slightly more engaging and memorable. Another small edge for Claude. Round 7. The AI debate. Is artificial intelligence beneficial or harmful? Both AIs gave balanced answers. Both discussed healthcare, productivity, education, privacy concerns, misinformation, and job displacement. The conclusions were nearly identical. AI can be incredibly beneficial. But like any powerful tool, its impact depends on how humans choose to use it. This round is a tie, but there was still one category that every creator cares about. Content creation. Round 8. The viral content test. I asked both models to generate YouTube Shorts ideas, capable of reaching massive audiences. ChatGPT focused heavily on curiosity and psychology. Thought experiments, surprising facts, and retention-driven concepts. Claude focused on personal challenges, AI experiments, and highly relatable storytelling. Both approaches were excellent. Both could realistically become successful content. This round ends in a tie. Round 9. The real-world problem test. Finally, I gave both AIs a practical challenge. A phone battery dropping from 100% to 30% in just a few hours. Both models approached the problem logically. Both suggested checking battery usage, screen brightness, battery health, signal strength, background applications, and other common causes. Both responses felt practical and useful. Another tie. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. The final verdict. After putting both models through multiple real-world challenges, one thing became clear. Both ChatGPT and Claude are outstanding AI assistants. If you've been using ChatGPT, you're already using one of the most powerful tools available today. But based on these specific tests, Claude consistently impressed me more. Its coding performance was stronger. Its image analysis felt sharper. Its explanations often felt deeper. And in several categories, it delivered results that were not only accurate, but genuinely useful. Does that mean Claude is the perfect AI? No? And does it mean ChatGPT is suddenly bad? Absolutely not. In fact, ChatGPT remains one of the best AI tools available for students, professionals, creators, and everyday users. But based on the results of this experiment alone, I believe Claude has a clear edge. Not a massive landslide, but a noticeable edge. Now I want to hear from you. Did you agree with the results? Did ChatGPT deserve more points? Or do you think Claude earned the win? Let me know in the comments below, because this debate is far from over. And with AI improving every month, the winner today might not be the winner tomorrow. If you enjoyed this comparison and want more real-world AI battles, make sure to subscribe.